Yeah, man. So yeah, man. Shout out to Gems. He's Peruvian.
Nice.
I'm Puerto Rican. May or may not be Cuban. That's another conversation for another day.
They're close enough.
True. It's inverted flag colors. You know what I'm saying?
I never noticed that. You're right.
Yeah, you know. So it's cool, man. We connected early, what's that, 2024. And first song we did was Cut the Check. And then from there it was just like, yo man, this shit is tough. Let's come back to the lab. And then we did Ricky Valens. And then from there it became a blur. It was like, let's lock in. Let's
wow,
go.
so only this year you
crazy.
met.
Yeah. Well, we met
last year, 2024.
Yeah, we met the year before, right? We met in 2023, I want to say. Was it 2023? Maybe even earlier than that. Maybe like 2022, late 2022. Could be 2023, I'm not sure. But I will say that we just linked up and it was just love, right? I would say 2023 though. And in 2024 we started to work. Yeah, man, it was just love. It was just understanding of like, yo, we're both very passionate people. We're also very meticulous people. Yeah. Sometimes you might bump heads with your man. But I think, like, I'm someone that I play football. I played like on one season. I'm not gonna say I'm fucking Barry Sanders. I played one season, but I played one. In that one season, I learned that like what camaraderie does. And like, if you ever seen Remember the Titans, it's true. Once you have enough tension with someone, it's just like, yo, bro. In order for us to win games, I have to like get along with this motherfucker or at least tolerate him. And if I could tolerate a motherfucker, I'll get to a point where like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I could work with him, especially because we have one goal in mind. If you have one goal in mind with someone, there should be no reason why you guys can't compromise.
Yeah, of course.
And I think that helped us out a lot, just to understand that like this is the goal we have in mind, is to see this project out from idea to completion, and then we take care of all the other intangibles. And we did that, man. I'm really grateful for Gems.
You can really hear that though, because I could definitely hear that. At least sound effects wise, I'm no sample expert or go-to guy like that, but I definitely recognize some shit like, okay. And I like throughout the album,
right,
he never missed an opportunity to drop in a sound effect that was like perfectly timed, not overbearing.
That was his thing.
Yeah,
that was his thing. When we record, we would finish the recording of the song itself, and we're like, "Yo, you happy with these takes?" I'm like, "Yeah, fuck yeah." And we're like, "I bet." And I would just like fade off to obscurity, and just like roll up a joint, and he'd just be there, bro, fucking scouring. He has like fucking just a crazy keen ear to like, oh yeah, I think I have a sound that will go well with this, or like, yo, you ever seen this movie? You ever seen this show? And I'm like, no. He's just like, what? And it's just like pulls up a sound effect from like a TV show or like a cartoon or like from a video game, right? Like crazy shit. Like I remember like Dumb Luck was my favorite because towards the end of Dumb Luck, I say indica strain, slow the action down like Max Payne, and he kind of like slowed it down to make it sound like a heartbeat, like a bullet time like heartbeat. And I was just like, yo, this motherfucker is nuts. You know what I'm saying? I give a lot of credit to Gems, very creative dude, and I think a lot of it had to do with me just like allowing myself to be produced and not try to like armchair quarterback.
I was gonna ask that too, because since this is your first project, I'm guessing, together, right? Or
first project with him,
So did that come together based off Cut the Check, just like sounding so good?
Yeah, 1,000. Like just the energy too, because like we'll pull up and we'll talk shit just how we're doing right now for like an hour and a half, and then we'll work for like the next like 3 hours. You know what I mean? But we always kind of have like that 90 minutes, sometimes 2 hour kind of like moment of like water cooler talk, just to kind of like, you know, decompress, playing catch up, like, yo man, this isn't that, set the tone. And then like, you know, we'll discuss strategy, we'll discuss certain business things, certain fucking, you know what I mean, mumbo jumbo, but then we'll get to the fucking art, right? Sometimes he'll fucking turn around like fucking, you know what I mean, like fucking beat maker Chris Angel or David Blaine, and just come with like 5 records, like, yo, pick one, pick any record. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Okay.
And I'll pick one and be like, all right, sick. And then he'll load it up to the sample and get cracking. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this guy's insane. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, bro. And I'm a fan of his work. I'm a fan of his work. I'm a fan of his process. And I think when you kind of have also a sense of admiration for someone you work with, and are working with, it makes it that much easier because I bet like I already fuck with what you do, so I'm gonna just trust you. It's really all about trust, but that trust is established once you already like what they do and are a fan of what they do. You know what I mean?
Definitely. So the new release, you did already drop Tragedy Plus Time.
Yep.
Now it's the deluxe version on Spotify, everywhere you can get it, pretty much. What made the deluxe version happen, or did you plan that?
Well, to be honest, right, like I felt like everyone's doing like the deluxe game. So we're like, all right, fuck it, let's just play the game, right? Because that's really what it boils down to these days. You got to be willing to play the game in order to change the rules at some point. If you get to that, if you get far enough in the game, you could start to like adjust things and maybe even kind of like sway things in your favor. But you got to be willing to play. It's like lotto. Yeah, you'll never win if you don't play. You know what I'm saying? True. So fucking. Damn, I blanked out. What'd you ask me again?
Why go with the deluxe version?
Yeah, so right. So we're playing the game. We're doing the things. I'm cooked, brother. I'm in a vortex. I just moonwalked out this motherfucker. So we was playing the game, and we already had 8 records for the DSP drop. But on the cassette, you had Ricky Valens and Stage Left. Right. So we sold enough cassettes to it, just like, yo, you know what, man? Aside from already wanting to play the game, we felt more incentivized because, you know, we still got a few left, but we did a good amount, especially the night of the release party. The night of the release party, it was incredible, right? Because I literally sold a hoodie cassette bundle the next day. And with that one sale, the day after the release party, paired with the release party sales, we were already in the green by Sunday night. And the release party was Saturday night. Yeah. So by Sunday night, we was already in the green because of how many people showed love. And, you know what I mean? We had the hoodies on deck. We had the cassettes. I printed out a little paper with QR codes, with the Cash App, with the Zelle. My lady bought what the fuck is that thing you call again? That's like a little fake cashier. It's got a certain kind of name to it though. Oh, the little square shit. Yeah. Card reader, whatever it is. No. It's like a little like safe type thing, like a little cash register, a till. Okay. You know, fucking till, right? That you kind of open up with the. So we did all the things, right? All these little intangibles, all these little details. My lady went to Staples and got a till to give people. We went out to the bank. I said, babe, take out this much in change for those who got cash on them. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to like Zelle or like, you know what I mean? Pay the cash app. People were not only copping, they were like copping, and you know what I mean? If the hoodie cassette bundle was $80, I had a couple people send me $100, and I was just like so grateful for that. Nice. It was amazing. It was amazing, bro. And a lot of that had to do with him too. Like, yo, bro, let's try to push for this, let's try to push for that. So we were so hyped, we were so gassed on that. We said, yo, let's drop the cassette version with 2 more tracks. And that's what we got Denver. That's what we got Double Dutch with Wolf. Shout out to Wolf. Shout out to Wolf. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we even wanted to go and do another cover art, and we were super inspired by like a lot of like 02, 03, you know what I mean, pictures of like Jay Dilla and like Madlib like digging for crates, and just like back in the day editorial Source Awards and like Kanye College Dropout cover arts and like Slum Village, just like that time of like from like 2000 to like 2003. So we went to Human Head vinyl shop in Brooklyn, and the guy was at the cash register, was super cool, super chill, let us set up the camera, and we just set up the camera. We took the photo, and that was it. That was the cover art, and I was like, yeah, like this is gonna be it. You know what I mean? Because we kind of wanted to like, we already did the, you know, the super kind of like smooth, you know, cream background, burgundy letters. We kind of wanted to make it look like a matchbook to like a speakeasy. You know what I mean? We gave him that. We're like, nah, we want to give him us. Right. So let's take a photo of us and what the process was. And a lot of that was just gems, finding records, flipping shit. You know what I'm saying? Me going through shit, me just there looking at the artwork, because I don't know what the fuck any of this means. I don't know instruments. I just, you know what I mean? I tell you, I'm an idiot savant in every sense of the word. So I'm just like, yeah, this is cool. This is nice. She's got fucking boobs. You know what I mean? And he's just there like, oh yeah, this is going to sound amazing. I'm like, what? All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it worked. And then like he'll lay some shit down that I liked, and I'll call him and I'll start writing, and So he kind of wants to like showcase that, like the process.
He kind of made it sound like he was Dexter in his lab and you were Dee kind of overwatching.
1000%. I was just like,
the back.
Dude, pressing buttons, fucking shit up in the studio. What does this do? It's like, brother, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And that happened one time. Like he went to the bathroom. I was like, let me fucking start the beat over so I could keep writing.
Oh, you don't do that. Come on.
And I fucked up. I hit the wrong button. Cause like I record myself on Pro Tools. He uses I think he uses Logic. Okay. So it's like a different configuration. Different controls, different system.
Whole different shit,
You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm going from GameCube trying to figure out how to fucking play an Xbox. Shout out my GameCube. I was playing my GameCube the day of the New York City blackout, but that's another.
Oh, that's right.
That's like a fun fact.
That must have sucked.
I was playing NBA Street Volume 2 on my GameCube.
Oh shit.
AC humming. I'm all from school. It's lit. Everything shuts down. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I was pissed. And then if you know, if you was around for that time, you know how that was.
Oh yeah.
Very stressful.
Very stressful. The brownout, not even a blackout, I think, right?
Yeah. I almost browned out for sure. I'll tell you that. There was a lot of chocolate on deck. It was like, I gotta eat all of this chocolate milk. I gotta drink all of this before it goes to waste. I browned out that night, big dog.
Goddamn. Well, the occasion was apropos.
1000%.
No lights.
No, listen, man.
Fridge is out.
I have to go through all of this. I had to take it upon myself. It wouldn't have got spoiled from today to the next morning, but we didn't know. We thought it was gonna be like The Last of Us. We thought it was gonna be like we're in Alaska, right? 30 days of night, bro. And these vampires come and fuck us up, you know?
But I wanted to touch back on the album. So I was able to listen to it a bunch of times. It's great shit, obviously.
Thank you.
I became a fan of you immediately, like kind of on the spot from the Wolf album release party. That's my first time seeing you, hearing you.
Yeah.
I want to say,
thank you.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, sir.
But I think the track, excuse me. I think the track that made me a fan was Dumb Luck that you performed that night.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to make sure that was
that in the bag. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was the one that made me a fan. But we'll go through all the tracks basically because they all have the little bits and pieces that I kind of want to ask you for your input on and like make sure I caught the good shit from it. Basically.
For sure.
So, Tragedy Plus Time is the name of the project.
Yep.
And that's also the name of the first introduction track, Tragedy Plus.
Right.
Question.
Yes, sir.
I had to look it up because I love the quote, comedy is tragedy plus time.
Yeah.
I read it's credited to Mark Twain originally.
Yeah.
But is the sample used Carol Burnett?
Probably. To be honest, bro,
Is that a Rare Gems question?
Not even. I found it. But I
you did? Okay.
But I just typed in Tragedy Plus Time on YouTube. So if you type it in right now, you'll find it for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, now I heard, cause I do a lot of that. You know what I mean? If I'm working on some, all right, cool. If the project theme is like aviation, I'm finding all types of fucking, or like if I have an album title, I'm gonna type that into YouTube. I'm gonna find someone just saying it. I'm like, this is gonna be a tag now. It's gonna be a drop.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So yeah, but because really it was gems that would always like be like Tragedy Plus Time, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we'd always talk about like some heavy shit, and then always like try to like flip it on his head and like try to like, you know what I mean? We're fake like stand-up comedians, so we try to work on bits. We try to like riff from each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he'd always say that, and I was like, yo, man, that kind of sticks, because it was a lot of like fun moments, highlights, a lot of braggadocious.
Yeah.
But it was also a lot of heavy like sad moments. And it was kind of like that kind of like dichotomy there. So I was like, Tragedy Plus Time is perfect. You know what I'm saying? Because once you let the time pass from the tragedy, this is what you get. Like we're able to now write these words down that either super heavy or just like whatever. Like we're just having so much fun that like we'd never think that you would like rap some of these bars. You know what I'm saying? Like front flip, land on my feet like Perk Angle on War the sequel. Like that's another that just came in. That was bar one. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, nice.
And I would never like do that in the past. I was like, nah, man, that's like too. Like, nah, bro. I'd always like my weed plug like The Weeknd, but he Puerto Rican. Like it's facts though. After a while, I just saw like I have to document like my real life, no matter how ridiculous it is. Like someone's gonna fuck with this. You know what I mean?
Definitely. But yeah, the more I looked into it, it seems like that phrase isn't really linked back to anyone specific. It's been like passed along over time.
Like an urban legend.
Because I read like Woody Allen used it in a movie.
Yep.
A bunch of stand-ups too. Like I mentioned, Carol Burnett is the one most accredited to it. But
wow,
it's such a, you know.
Yeah.
an applicable line because it kind of sums up life.
It's true. It's true. You have to find the silver lining in things.
Definitely.
You have to find and I feel like for me, right? Like I'll tell you an exact story. Sometimes I don't even let time pass. Like we're in the middle of tragedy, I'm cracking jokes, because I just felt like the way I came up in the Bronx, like that was just, defense mechanism, coping mechanism.
Yeah.
Like I gotta pop some shit. You know what I mean? It's getting too heavy in here. I gotta crack a joke. You know what I mean? And I remember one time like there was like a fire, and you know what I mean? People got evacuated from the building. Me and my lady, we went to go see what's going on. Like one of the guys pulled up. Like a man pulled up, was like, yo, man, anybody understand like what caused the fire? And I turned around, I was like, I don't know, man, they probably like playing my new shit. And dude, fucking bombed. That shit did not land. Motherfuckers looked at me like, what the fuck? Why would you say that? You fucking idiot. You know what I mean? I was just like, all right, you know what I mean? I just wanted to turn it into T1000 and turn to liquid and just like slide into a sewer grate and just disappear.
Mac.
Yeah, son, crazy, bro.
All right, Dylon, we get it.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was just bad, son. It was bad. It was not a good joke. But yeah, man. So like that's like the real life. You go through some shit and then you make a joke about it. Yeah. Hopefully you're around to make a joke about it.
I think over time, definitely, because what's funny enough is you were old enough for 9/11, right?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want to like.
I was in 5th grade.
Okay. Yeah, I was in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember when they rolled the TV in. Dude, she cut it on the second plane hit. As soon as she cut it on, it was like, oh shit. It was insane, bro.
I still remember being
What?
first period class, top floor, Long Island City High School.
Wow.
And seeing the first plane hit. I just happened to look out the window because it was a bright, clear Tuesday morning.
Really?
And the second I turned over, like I'm looking at the fish tank, it was like, right into the bill. Like, what? I couldn't even make it because it was like math, I think, and I was like already like fried in the morning. Like I can't think, so I'm thinking I'm still asleep or something. I don't get high, so what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they made an announcement: close the curtains immediately, whatever.
Wow.
After that shit, so I was like, yeah. But I bring that up because tragedy plus time.
Yeah.
I had to unfollow. I don't know how you feel about this. Maybe you co-sign it, maybe you don't. I had to unfollow a girl on Instagram.
Yeah.
Maybe you've seen her. She's like, I think she's in Florida. She does all these skits with like her duck, but passes it off as a dog.
Never seen
You
it.
might have seen it, but her
that sounds like some Florida shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pet ducks.
And she's funny. I like this shit, from the first clip I saw.
Yeah.
She got a hamster now as the main focus pet.
Wow.
So she's doing this thing now on Instagram.
Move from the ducks and a hamster?
Yeah. So
Strange.
downgrade, but a duck or a hamster, they both kind of like suck as pets. I don't know. I'd rather just go with a dog.
I'd rather go with a fucking rhinoceros. You know what I mean?
True that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she's doing this thing where they introduce pets to like, oh, I'm showing my pet a microwave. I'm showing my pet like grass from the lawn. Mm-hmm. She's showing the hamster. I forget what the first thing was, but the second joke was, oh, I'm going to show my hamster the towers. And then she played 9/11 footage from the first plane hitting the fucking building.
Oh, shit.
On the laptop.
Whoa.
And I appreciate a good 9/11 joke. Shouts to Chris Stefano. He's got a great story related to that.
Hell yeah.
I appreciate a good one, but I hate that 9/11's become a meme for those that weren't even alive for it.
1000%.
And it's a go-to, like, incel cuck kind of joke on Reddit or wherever they got a comment. This is just like the towers blowing up.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I hate that shit.
Yeah.
I can take it if it's funny, but she did it that way, and I was like,
terrible.
I gotta unfollow.
Yeah. A lot of my shit that I see, it comes from like my explore page.
Yeah.
My explore feed. And if I see some whack shit, I'm like, I'm not interested. And hopefully like that'll like cater the algorithm. You know
supposedly.
Yeah. It's crazy. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro. Yeah, that sucks. That's not a good one.
And I mean, it's been long enough. Obviously, it's been well over how many years now? 20 something.
I saw a streetwear brand. They made like a 9/11 like fitted.
Oh no!
Like Like it's like a Yankee logo, and I think it's like on the side it's like a plane crashing into the towers.
See, come on.
And I'm just like, damn, they selling that shit for like $150. I mean, that's kind of sacrilege.
Yeah.
Right? If you're a New York citizen, but I felt like a motherfucker in Chicago would be like, this is sick. Fuck New York. I'm like, damn. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's what they fucking look like when they look out the window. Yeah. Chicago's so wild out there now.
Damn. Facts. Fucking Bane's out there. Bane's been out there for 7 years, dog.
Bane is the mayor.
You know what I'm saying? Bane is... Bane being the mayor of Chicago is crazy. I thought it was like this... someone had told me there's like a 48-hour rule that like if you kill someone and they don't find you within 48 hours, they'll dismiss the case.
Oh God.
I don't know if that's misinformation, pardon me. Anybody that lives in Chicago, someone told me this who told me they were from Chicago. And I'm like, all right, well, you seem to be a reputable source. They were also on ecstasy. I was like,
yeah, he was on his 47th hour.
He was on his fucking...
He had time to tell
He was on his 49th, bro. He was on so much ecstasy.
Oh yeah,
he
just cleared the hour to 48.
Like, damn, what are you celebrating? He was like, brother, I'm just happy to be alive. He did like so much ecstasy. I was like, whoa. I mean, I can't talk shit. I was on mushrooms. You know what I'm saying? It was an ill session I had. But that was, yeah, I don't want to go on a tangent. You know what I mean?
All good.
I dabble in the mushrooms from time to time.
You know what? No judgment over here.
Yeah, you
do what you gotta do.
That's not your bag?
No, I don't. I just never did it.
Would you say you straight edge? Like,
no, I mean I've tried weed.
CM Punk.
Nah, come on. I love Punk, but that's the part that always bothered me because he looks like he's like a recovering addict at all times.
Yo,
he's so wrinkled in the face.
Yeah.
Like he's been through shit. I get it, probably, but like he definitely did something to like cope. The face don't lie. The wrinkles don't lie.
Face don't lie. You think like
the crow's eyes don't lie.
Very true.
Crow's feet. I mean.
What do you think? Like sugary foods? He's always eating like
Pepsi, man.
Pepsi.
Yeah, that can do it too.
Pepsi will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Would you think like, would you prefer being addicted to heroin or being addicted to sugar?
Oh God, at least heroin, I'll lose some weight. That would help me.
Facts.
Intermittent fasting, heroin.
That's a good intermittent fasting, heroin, Newports, brother.
Seltzer water.
You'd be ripped, bro. You know how many dope things I've seen that are fucking wiry?
Yeah.
Yo, jacked. They look like Conor McGregor when he fought at 145 pounds, just like wiry frames.
Because of them, what's food? They got what they need.
Bro, I have crack. You know what I'm saying? Who needs nourishment? I just scored crack. And every morning they have to go out there and try to find money for drugs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's like scramble for it.
They're up
That's
and
cardio.
Super cardio. They're up and at them. They're walking long blocks. They're carrying TVs up 3 flights for like $5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're installing TV mounts for $10. It's crazy. I seen a fucking dope fiend installing a TV mount. Bro was like, you got a level? It's like, bro, you're...
He just eyeballed it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't even use that level word. It's like, yeah, this is it. But that'd be nice, because a lot of these guys be like fucking dudes that are like fucking like real handy. Pause.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just fucking got down on their luck. I remember there was this one dude who used to be on my block. He was a mechanic. You know what I'm saying? And that motherfucker was a fucking addict. But he would fix cars like a motherfucker, dog. He was the first dude I saw with an e-bike. He did it himself. He attached a motor to his bicycle.
Oh, wow.
Because he had a bum leg. So he couldn't pedal his pedal bike. So he just has to like, he would just have both legs on the side and just like ride his e-bike that he made himself, bro. He was wicked smart. He just loved dope.
Goddamn.
You know what I'm saying? He's crafty, brother. Crafty.
It's improvisation, but goddamn.
Yeah, fucking dope fiend MacGyver, bro. You can't beat him. Some of the most ingenuity I saw from like dope addicts.
Oh yeah.
Need for survival.
Or prison.
Prison, hell yeah.
Because that's a whole lot of free time on your hands to like think about everything.
But then you think about it, right? The guys that go to prison, they were probably recovering addicts. They probably kicked their habit in prison, but that ingenuity never left. And after they clear minded, they come out and it's just like, you think about it, you bring dudes from like prison, like you introduce like STEM programs into prison. You know what I'm saying? What's that, like science, technology, engineering, and math?
Yeah.
Right? You introduce that, bro.
Oh God.
You never know how many fucking architects and engineers are in Rikers right now. You never know this.
Fast, efficient.
You know what I'm saying? Just like quick on they truth in the cuff, work with what they got. You know what I mean? They'll fucking make all types of shit. You know what I mean? Make hot meals on like fucking like pipes, on heating pipes. Crazy.
I seen one clip, I forget from where. Some guy like cooked eggs in like the light bulb shit.
Yeah.
The encasing.
Crazy.
With just a light bulb.
Nuts.
And they came out scrambled.
Yeah. Bro, it's insane, bro. Like, this is my whole thing. So, like, you take some guys from jail, you put them in Silicon Valley. Fucking, bro, we're advanced. For the next 50 years, they got us.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? They got us.
We got our first line of defense against the aliens.
Insane, brother.
Or the robots.
You take jail motherfuckers and put them in Stark Enterprises, bro. We're cooking, bro. We're cooking. You just put a bunch of jail dudes in Iron Man suits.
Oh, man, no.
It's fucked up.
I don't know about that.
That's a recipe for disaster, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're absolutely cooked after that.
Yeah.
All right, but I guess with time, though, that flows into the next track. I wanted to bring up Time, and specifically a line from that one, quote, "I feel stupid if I lose. It's a good thing I'm just too stupid to lose."
Yeah.
Which I think is a very appropriate motto to have. Not so much because you're from the Bronx, but you know, you had no choice, it seems like.
Yeah.
You got to go for yours.
Absolutely.
Fuck or get fucked.
Fuck or get fucked, dude. Yeah. I think that's really what it is. That's all it comes down to. Is just like, it's not about how crafty you are. It's not about how talented you are. It's about how resilient you are. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like adopting like a Mick Foley, Mankind, Cactus Jack mentality. He never was gonna beat Triple H. Nah. But he'd always come and like fuck Triple H up. Triple H would cook his shit, but it's like, I'm gonna get my licks in. And as long as you show up and you just fucking get your licks in, even if you get your ass kicked, one day you'll win.
Oh yeah.
You just gotta keep showing up. You know what I'm saying? It's like jujitsu. I used to train jujitsu.
Nice.
You get beat the fuck up more times than you know what I mean, have good rounds. You're gonna have terrible rounds. Way more terrible rounds than good rounds. That's how you know you're learning, especially too.
I think just getting the blue belt is like hard enough, right?
Hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and that shit will take like a year or two. Just that one achievement. Then you got like 4 more. And you gotta kind of multiply the time usually getting your first belt promotion to the next one. So if you got like a blue belt in 2 years, you might get purple in 4 years.
Oh wow.
You might get purple in another 2 years. Depends how hard you go, how many times you show up. It's about being resilient. And I think that's just really what that boils down to, is that one line is just like, yeah, man, I'm just too stupid to lose. I'm just too resilient, bro. I'm gonna keep showing up. Fuck it. Even if I'm punch drunk. You know what I'm saying? So
is that the kind of like the mindset you had to adapt for rap eventually, or
hell yeah, absolutely. You have to like you got to keep showing up, man. You just got to like be fucking Mickey Ward, Arturo Gotti. Like these guys were getting the shit kicked out. They beat the shit out of each other. Like, you want to fight again, motherfucker? Let's go. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that attitude, because you're gonna get beat the fuck up more times than you're not, bro. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally.
Yeah.
But it's just like, fuck it, dude. I'm Mickey Rourke. You know what I'm saying? I'm back here slicing fucking provolone. I want to be dropping fucking elbows, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God, I still remember that part in that movie when he sliced his finger doing it because he was, like, mad at the guy.
Yeah.
Just to, like, get the excuse to, like, leave.
Facts.
Yeah.
Insane. What's his problem? He's like, I got to go. I got to dip, man. Yeah, I got to go to the hospital. I'm going to go wrestle a match, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's the love of the game, bro.
Definitely.
It's the love of the game.
So I guess next we go to Cut the Check, as you mentioned before, the very first track, Now I'm Learning, that you worked on with Rare Gems to make this whole thing happen, Tragedy Plus Time. This is more, I guess, this will be more of a Rare Gems question since he probably dropped in the sound effect.
Yeah.
The one that comes in every other, I don't know music, so what the fuck am I talking about? Like every so often there's like a fing kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is that by any chance from Space Ghost?
I don't think it's from Space. I think it's from
Or is it like a Hanna-Barbera something? Because I know I've heard it in the cartoon.
It almost sounds like shing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's from a video game. I think it's from Super Smash Brothers. Like when they fucking knock them into space. You ever play Smash Brothers?
Yeah, of course.
I think that's what it's from.
I don't think so.
Am I fucking snitching? I don't know. It probably is a Red Gems question. I'm telling you, brother. I'm literally like, I would do the rapping, and then he would throw on like the little razzle dazzle. I literally would. Damn, it's kind of fucked, right? I should have been more hands on. But you know what it is, bro. Sometimes I want to go and like get the raps off. Yeah. I'm just like, oh, thank God. You know what I'm saying? It's so exhausting sometimes, bro.
The beat becomes a task.
Bro, it does. After a while, you listen to a beat so many times that you're just like, yo, fuck this, bro. I want to go home. I want to eat a pizza. I want to fucking watch the Penguin with my lady. You know what I mean?
Oh, I still got to finish the Penguin. You reminded me. I only made it halfway through episode 1.
Yeah, it's all shit. It picks up.
I know.
But you know what? You did right, because now you get to binge that shit.
Yeah, true.
Now you get to kill that shit in a weekend.
Yes.
Which I wish I could do. I wish I could watch that motherfucker for the first time. A couple of episodes were amazing.
It's one of those like you want to forget it just to watch all over again.
I would 1,000%, bro. Because there's so many like twists and turns. It's like, oh fuck. Especially at the not to give it away, but the season finale. I think I would love to hear your thoughts on the season finale and just on the series period.
Nice.
But yeah, it's a good one. I enjoyed that one. But definitely. Yeah, man. After a while, you're like, yo, bro, I want to get the fuck out of here. It's like, nah, brother, check this out. And it's just like, what? Where's that from? It's like, yo, from this, and this. From 1989. You wasn't around. I'm like, I wasn't, bro. I was fucking in a fucking crib, dude. I was a toddler. What are you talking about?
Don't age guilt me.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And he's only like a few years older than me. You would think he was fucking born in 71. I joke all the time, like, brother, you're 56. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? Jam just takes care of himself. Good for 56. He looks good for 56.
He looks excellent for 56.
A lot of coconut water, a lot of electrolytes, a lot of fucking quinoa. He knows what's up. Yeah.
So then when you got together to do Cut the Check, and that, brought the project, in its entirety.
Yeah.
Did you propose that yourself, or did he say, hey, we should do a whole project based off Cut the Check?
Truthfully, I had an intention to work with various producers and only work on one song and release them for that year. Almost like a single series. But then he was just like, yo, man, we got some good stuff. Come back. And next thing you know, like, we was like 5 songs in. It was kind of like I got sucked into like a rap vortex. Same way I got sucked into the snack vortex on my way here. Next thing you know, I'm like, bro, I black out. I wake up, I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean? It's May. And we have 3 songs. I've been asleep this whole time. It was crazy. You know what I mean? The motherfucker hit, you know what I mean? It was, pause, he hypnotized me. Not like that, though. You know what I mean? It was good. No, it was good. No, seriously. It was definitely his idea, but I was open to it because, like, yo, the energy was there. The camaraderie was there. The passion was there. The trust was there. You know what I mean? He was a fan of my lyrics and my rap style. I was a fan of his production style. You know what I mean? So it was good. It worked out well.
Nice. Well, at least we got that. He convinced you to do it.
Yeah.
If not, we would have never gotten Tragedy plus Time.
At all.
Deluxe.
Yeah, we doubled back. Yeah, I mean, because I was hell-bent on, like, what I wanted to do. It's like, nah, man, like, we got some good shit. Fucking sleep on it. I'm like, all right, I guess. You know what I mean? And I've always wanted to do a collab album, truthfully, like a real collab one. I've had albums where it was just like I pull up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like past works that did, like, either I released years ago and took down from everywhere, hopefully scrubbed off the internet, or just joints that never came out because there was never that camaraderie there. But like, I remember I had this one project way back when, years ago, where it was just like, oh, come to the crib, listen to a bunch of beats, take them with you, work on it. Me and bro, we worked on things from scratch right then and there. I tell him like, nah, I'm not feeling that. All right, bet, let's go to the next song. All right, I'm fucking with this little part. And from that little like 4-8 bars, it would just make it into a whole other thing. You know what I mean? Like what you hear now on the project. Nice. I'm like, yeah, this is ill. You know what I'm saying? Like being involved from inception to just seeing the shit all the way through was rewarding too. You know what I mean?
Nice. I like that. So I guess now we'll go on to Dumb Luck, featuring Blue Azul.
Yep.
Shouts to him.
Yep.
Again, like I mentioned earlier, that's the track that made me a fan of yours once I heard you first go up Do You Think at Wolf's album release party. Yeah. This may be another Rare Gems question, but maybe you know.
Yeah.
The harp playing throughout.
Yeah.
Is that purposely, not to say you copied or he copied, but like, is that meant to sound close enough to Dead Presidents?
I don't even know.
Because I hear that. Maybe it's just me.
I didn't even, to be honest, nah. But you know what it is? We do a lot of stuff like that, right? Where it's like, because I'm someone that I like stuff that's like emotive, stuff that'll move me. I like something that I could listen to like a melody for. You know what I'm saying? So like the hook for Dumb Luck, you know what I'm saying? Like, trials of a dumb fuck. Like a lot of that started like mumbling. But once you get like kind of like a groove and a certain kind of like vibe to it, you kind of like, you know what I mean? You surf the wave. You know what I mean? You kind of ride it like a wave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And once you kind of like in that pocket, just like surfing, right? Like once you get that wave, you see these motherfuckers in that fucking huge ass motherfucking wave. So once you kind of find a pocket and a melody, you kind of, you hold on to certain sounds on the beat that'll kind of help you find a pocket. So like I don't even know if it came from Dead Presidents, but I was all for it because it helped me like create and write them lyrics. Blue, I'm sure he said the same thing. It inspired him and moved him and had a certain kind of like swing to it. That was like the big thing. Like the joint's got to have a certain kind of swing to it. Like no shade to nobody. I feel like everybody's creative in their own way, but I feel like a lot of guys in the scene now, called the underground scene, they kind of like chasing a certain kind of like sound and they want to mimic that from like another artist that's more profound and more prominent in the scene, and it doesn't fit well. You know what I'm saying? Like what me and bro really tried to do was make music that resonated with us and moved us.
And you hear that in Dumb Luck.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like and we're pretty emotive people, more me than him. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, like whatever I could put my emotion into, let's go. You know what I mean? Rather than just like superficial rap. Like, oh, this is hard drums. I'm gonna talk about like all this coke I don't sell in real life. You know what I'm saying? So we try to like, we made a conscious effort to veer away from that, you know?
Nice. Well, that is, I would say probably my favorite track.
Thank you.
Beat-wise, everything you said.
That's a goodie. Yeah.
The way you pieced together the hook, like you said, now I understand it. You mumbled it, then it came pieced together afterwards. You got a real clever way of doing hooks, too. Like,
Thank you
really, I don't know how you work first, if it's your verses first or your hooks first.
Sometimes it could be both, right? Like, but definitely, like I've tried to like really rap my ass off on this project. So I made a point like, nah, let's like give me the raps first. And I feel like if you listen to the project, right, a lot of, if not all of the joints, I start off with like a verse. I just come in like dumping, pause. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah. And then from there, like, cool, give me a little hook portion and I'll figure something out. I'll mumble some shit out. But I really want to, like, highlight the pen and kind of, like, you know what I mean, make my presence felt in the scene and formally introduce myself. And you know what I mean? And it's ill because I'm starting to, like, really build with guys like Wolf, build with guys like Mad Hatton, Fast Life. I mean, I knew Mad Hatton for years, but, like, I saw him at Wolf show, you know what I mean? Show Me Love, which was ill, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Mad Hatton.
La Muerte No Avisa release, shout out to Mad Hatton, shout out to Fast Life. They was on Wolf's project, they performed, and being able to share, you know what I mean, a bill with those guys is ill because I respect them greatly. Dudes like Benji Socrates started a bill with him. Hooks Arthur, Blue Azul was on the project, Tree Mason was on the project.
Who I became a fan of now thanks to you.
Right, yeah, Tree Mason. Shout out.
Only Tomorrow Knows.
Shout out Funk Dr. Lock. Shout out The Church. Shout out Spanish Ren. Everybody over there doing their thing. So like, yeah, like this project really helped motherfuckers. Like, okay, like, so now it's like,
nice.
I kind of have a duty to whatever I do moving forward has to be right on par, if not a level up from Tragedy Plus Time. Like I set the bar very high for myself.
Makes sense.
You know, and I would hope Gems feels the same way. We set the bar real high for ourselves, and now we have to like elevate constantly.
So is this, obviously it's your most recent release, but is this the project you're most proudest of, it sounds like?
I felt so, yeah. Because I felt like not only did it help me kind of like refine my sound and figure out what I want to do in this space, in this wacky fucking world of music and the industry and the politics and just chasing after your dreams. Fuck whatever the art medium is. Just chasing after the stuff, going after your passions. Not only did it help me kind of like refine my sound, but also kind of like figure out my purpose, what I want to do, what I want to be remembered for. I'm actually in the process of taking a bunch of old stuff down. You know what I'm saying? That I just feel like don't really resonate with me and where I'm at right now. And that's just how much I love Tragedy Plus Time. Like this is what I feel like really embodies who I am as an artist, as a rap artist. You know what I'm saying? And I make sure I put that first. Like, yeah, I'm an artist. I'm a rap artist. Like this is my medium. I rap. I pride myself on that.
Nice.
And then, but I got the artistry. I got the hooks. I got the different sonics, the different beats, the different production styles, and it's ill that like so many different flavors came from one producer. You know what I mean? Shout out to Gems for real.
He's all over the place with the sound. It's
crazy,
commendable,
crazy.
And I love that your whole shit here on this project.
Yeah.
Doesn't have like a cliche sound like I would hear on La Muerte No Avisa. It's its own kind of sound.
Yeah. Own
kind of fidelity to like Wolf and how he does his shit versus how Ricky does his shit.
Absolutely. Like, and I think that's the ill part about it too, right? Like, you gotta give that man a lot of credit because aside from La Muerte No Avisa and Tragedy Plus Time, he also worked with this cat out of Brooklyn, Sonelli, dope dude. They had Elusive Intelligence, Ill Intel for short. So that had its own sound too. But Red Gems did all the beats as well. You know what I'm saying? So you got Ill Intel, I went to No Avisa, which had kind of like more like a spookier kind of vibe, right? It started off kind of dark and grimy, and towards the end it got a little more hopeful. At least that's how I perceived it when I heard the project. And then, you know, Tragedy Plus Time was more like ebbs and flows. And Gems knocked that out the park on 3 of those projects, and they came out in like a 3 month span, maybe 2.5 month span. So it was very, very ill, truthfully.
Nice.
You know?
Crazy. So we move on now to War, the sequel.
Yeah.
Which, you know, you can elaborate on as much as you like, but what I loved, at least what I caught, is the reference to one of Sylvester Stallone's not so highly coveted, but
brother,
a guilty pleasure of mine.
Come on,
motherfucking Over the Top.
Come on, the fucking. Are
because
you shitting
think
me?
About it, a movie about arm wrestling. It shouldn't work.
Never worked.
It makes no sense. Who would allow the budget to build
90-minute movie on arm wrestling?
And he's a trucker.
And the perils of arm wrestling.
And he's a terrible fodder, supposedly.
Supposedly was a shit dad, was a deadbeat.
Made up for it though.
Made up for it by fucking arm wrestling.
Winning the whole competition.
Winning it.
To seal the deal as far as I care about. Hey kid, I care about you, whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm going to win this shit. And he won the arm wrestling contest. He won back his son's love.
Yeah.
All he had to do was fucking pin a couple motherfucking hands down. That's crazy.
And shout outs and rest in peace to Terry Funk. He was one of the security guards.
In there, right? Yeah. Sick.
Went through the glass. I remember I did a review for that movie.
Yeah.
Of course, all the time he's gone through glass and put himself through all the shit too. You'd think he'd be a pro at it, but it's like the fakest looking, like I'm gonna jump backwards into this glass door kind of thing.
Crazy. Shout out to Terry Funk. Terry Funk's like, yo, listen, man.
Much love, but
if I'm getting paid this much, I'm not taking a real bump.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is easy. Maybe that was like maybe him being sick and just kind of like ribbing the movie production. Like, I'm not gonna give him my full effort. I'm gonna give him fucking Cactus Jack my full effort though.
And if anything, Stallone's a wrestling fan, so he probably picked him himself and said, "Just I trust you."
Yeah, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Because he had fucking Hogan as Thunder Lips, right?
Yep.
Hogan, you would be named You would want to be named Thunder Lips. You sick fuck. You know what I mean? That's neither here nor there. But yeah, man, over the top just to reach the whole. I feel like Ricky Stallone, man. That's it, baby. And I don't know, but truthfully, when I do feel like I'm Ricky Stallone, I identify myself as Rocky and Rocky 4. Yeah, and life is Drago sometimes.
Oh yeah.
But I always revert to that scene, bro. One time I was on mushrooms, I fucking got emotional. I started crying to the scene where like he finally cuts like Drago, and he's fucking, and his cornerman who was Apollo Creed's former cornerman. He's like, and he's like, that motherfucker was like pouring sweat. His cut man was pouring sweat. But if you think about it, right, there's the same motherfucker who killed your guy, who killed Apollo Creed. So it's like, he's probably there. He's fucking animated. His eyes are like, throw in the damn towel. So he's having PTSD. He's having flashbacks, right? Because this happened, what, a few months ago? You seen your fucking man get killed in the middle of a shopping mall? Yo, listen, man, we could go on some movie shit. I promise you, Rocky 4 is so ill.
It is.
And the way he finally cuts the Russian, it was like, yo, you see him, you heard him. He's not a machine, he's a man. And I'm like, you fucking go. And you see Drago shook like, dude, he's made of iron. It's like, yo, that Italian he's not real. You know what I mean? It's like shorty when she saw that lizard dude on the plane. That motherfucker is not real. You know what I'm saying? Drago was losing. It's like, yo, he's like, yeah, brother, you had 2,000 PSI. This motherfucker, he fucking runs up library steps, pussy. You know what I'm saying? That movie that's another movie. The Rocky series was not supposed to work, but look, man, Sylvester Stallone, that motherfucker be shitting gold, man.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Sly, man.
I gotta ask you then real quick about Rocky 4.
Yeah.
For me, I also did a review of that in a tier list of all the Rocky films with a friend of mine, Rhino, conveniently enough in the Bronx. How did you feel about the remake, the 35th anniversary version of Rocky 4 when that came out? The redo.
What you mean, it was a remaster?
It was like a redo because he re-released it with bonus footage that wasn't released originally.
I never even seen that.
Yeah, that was in theaters like 3 years ago. It was a one night only.
Shit.
I think it's on Amazon Prime now.
I gotta check that out.
Definitely check it out. It's, if you like,
It was like 30 minutes longer?
maybe like around the same time, maybe 5 minutes longer, but they
Yeah.
take out the robot entirely
Right, yeah.
because it never made sense. Let's
What
be
was that?
honest.
Yeah, I'm so popping. Well, yeah, right. It's almost like to drive the point home. Like, yo, this is how much he doesn't give a fuck about boxing anymore. He bought a robot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is the same motherfucker that was just like, I live in a studio apartment, and it's just like, nah, I got a robot. Fucking got a Rolls Royce, whatever the fuck car he had. Like, they really wanted to drive the point home. Like, yo, he's so comfy. Look, he has a robot.
Yeah.
He's such a stupid bitch.
A robot in 1985.
He has a robot in 1985 that's bringing him fucking like, you know what I mean, cigars and fucking, I mean, marinade.
Paulie definitely fucked the robot or dry humped it.
Definitely did a key bump off the robot. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So as you were saying, if I'm a fan of Rocky 4, then I like this one.
Yeah. Oh, you'll love it because you'll appreciate
They
it
take
more.
out some of the filler, right?
They take out the robot.
Apollo Creed still dying.
He dies, yes, but it's a
Sick.
longer fight. He actually puts up a fight this time instead
Does
of like.
he?
Instead, that always pissed
I
me
didn't
off.
like
before.
that. Yeah, they made Apollo go out like a bitch, really.
Like a round and a half. Okay, he's
Yeah.
older. He's not from Rocky 1, Apollo.
And he's fucking around. He's in a mall.
Yeah, exactly.
And this Russian was like, brother, I'm in America. I'm wildin'. I don't give a fuck that there's a KB Toys right there. That's the whack part, right? What kind of stores were around when he got killed? Like, imagine coming out of like Orange Julius and seeing Apollo Creed get killed. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? What
Dude,
the
like you like the white movie trope, like you're drinking it, you turn around, you see it, like you drop your drink.
You dropped the drink, fucking Orange Julius everywhere. It's crazy. You eating it like a Dairy Queen Blizzard. You just see a motherfucker die. Like, what the fuck? like holy. Like, do you keep eating the Blizzard? I would.
I guess it gets so confused.
I'll be in that vortex. I'm like, brother, I need dairy right now.
just really slowly eating as
Just
you're trying to like process it.
You're like, what? Oh, he's dead, dude. It's crazy. But it's
Oh
a
no, I'm
Blizzard.
eating Rocky Road. It's inappropriate considering it's a black man that died. Oh shit.
He did slip down a rocky road, brother. I'll tell you that. You know what I mean? It wasn't good. It wasn't good for Apollo.
It was good.
Yeah.
We'll have to revisit Rocky 4 sometime. That's
sure.
That's a lot of lore right there to uncover.
Yeah. A lot of lore. Yeah.
But we go on next to Only Tomorrow Knows featuring Tree Mason.
Yep.
Which I became a fan of thanks to this track.
Yeah.
I started listening to him on Spotify. So shout out to
Shout
him.
out Tree Mason. That's the
Very
brother.
clever.
Yeah.
I
Tree
mean,
Mason.
Not to take away credit from you.
Yeah. Oh, his verse.
You got lines,
Yeah.
but his verse
he
alone
goes
was like
crazy. He went nuts. He was like, fuck a hook. I think he went like for 24 bars. Because at the end, he just rapped over like the outro. That's why the track ends the way it ends.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna tell a motherfucker like, nah, bro, you gotta end the verse here. Like, no. You wanna know why? Because if the track spoke to you enough to where you over deliver, rock on. Let's play ball. Like I want that because I'm the type to want to over deliver. If a track speaks to me enough, or like I get in that mode, I get in that bag. Like, oh yeah, it inspired me enough to want to create to this degree. Please let me cook. And I'm gonna let any motherfucker cook too. Yeah.
That's good. So you don't mind if, let's say, not necessarily they kill you on the track, but like they,
yeah, I kind of want a motherfucker to. Honestly, I'm Johnny Bravo of the rapping. I'm only working with the killers. I'm only working with the. I'm not gonna work with someone that I feel like I rap better than. I want to work with someone who I'm a fan with, or I'm a fan of, I should say. And I'm also like understanding like, yo, they fucking style is so crazy. It has to work. And I know they're gonna fucking show up. And I try to like carefully like craft who I have on like these open tracks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And kind of just like, if I want to get a feature, go through like this mental Rolodex. Like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna send it to, you know what I mean? But it's crazy because Tree Mason pulled up and James was playing a bunch of beats. So we both laid our parts down same day. And it was one of those kind of like synergy moments, like we're in like you ever see Pacific Rim? Like when a like we're about to fucking when a Jaeger, we're about to fight a kaiju, but first you gotta like mentally sync with that person before you go to war. And shit. And that once Jazz played, I was like, yeah, it's the one. And only tomorrow knows.
Nice.
That was birth.
Goddamn, because he had a bunch of like just quotable lines snuck in there, like ninjas want credit. Yeah. This is where your movie ends. Yeah. That Dragon Ball Yu-Gi-Oh line towards the end too was like, I'm not a fan of either, but I got it. Yeah. It was fucking crazy. Yeah. But also, you had a very quotable line too, a very clever one.
Yes, sir.
Very short and simple. Roll the blunt like a pirouette.
Pirouette, yeah. The Pepperidge Farm joints.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. That's some crazy shit.
Oh, that's what you went?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant
like the ballerina shit.
I thought that's what you meant.
Nah, like you ever seen a Pepperidge Farm pirouette cookie?
Yeah, the straw shit. Look.
Yeah. Imagine a blunt that size.
Okay, now I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Paranoid. I gotta roll a blunt look like a pirouette. Like I gotta roll the crazy. I gotta smoke a 2.5 gram blunt right now. I'm so fucked up. I gotta take the edge off.
Oh, I thought it was a dance move because that is a twirl also.
Of course.
Oh, because it technically like a double entendre, I guess. Maybe.
You know what I mean? Nah. But yeah, nah, man. I was like, you know what I mean? I'm snack vortex, man. I'm fat, brother. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Pepperidge Farm. I remember used to fucking use them shits as a straw and drink chocolate milk.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yes. How could you not?
They're
right there.
It's right. It's like you ever use the Twizzler as a straw, like bite the ends and use it as a straw.
Yes.
Back in the day, I used to do that with like cherry Coke.
Oh God, cherry Coke. Yeah.
Cherry Coke, brother. Sorry, I didn't mean that.
No.
I want you to relapse, brother. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm off the Coke. I'm only doing Coke Zero now.
Yeah, yo. I abuse Coke Zeros, brother. Oh, I'm down 50 pounds. I feel like half of it has to do to me switching to Coke Zero.
Cherry Coke Zero now.
Cherry Coke Zero is crazy.
It's so
there was like a spiced fucking Coke Zero for like the winter.
Oh yeah.
For like the holiday season. It was alright. I'll fuck with it.
I think I missed out on it.
It's mad festive.
Could never find it.
Yeah, nah, that shit was hard. Then I remember then it's zero sugar Dr. Peppers now.
Yes.
Strawberries and cream. Fucking coconut and cream. Dr. Pepper?
I haven't seen that one yet, no.
Crazy.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
This is a strike. Double. What's my time?
146.
Jesus.
So now we touch on, pause. Uncle T, the track name, that is. I'll be honest, I've been out of like keeping track of hip hop like that for so long that I can't really pick up on shit like that.
Yeah.
What is Uncle T about? I couldn't really put my finger on.
To be honest,
or who is Uncle T about?
Uncle T is about, that's my uncle. That's my Uncle T is a real guy. And the first verse is really just kind of like a stream of thought kind of thing.
Because I was going to ask you that, exactly. Yeah. I didn't want to immediately assume it's an Uncle T because of the way the first verse plays out. It sounds like kind of generically speaking about.
It's kind of just like an overview of things.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think like, if anything, I think with the first verse, I kind of wanted to establish like the overall mood. And the second verse is kind of like, I kind of wanted to touch on what might have like inspired that mood or kind of like something that's also like playing into that mood. And it's just like, you know, at the time, like my uncle was like cooked, you know what I mean? And this is someone who like I know my whole life, always been around. Good, bad, ugly, and different. He just always been a constant in my life, showed up. And it goes back to like, yo, just keep showing up. And I've had so many like falling outs with people, especially within my own family. And like, this motherfucker's still around. And he was going through some health issues. You know what I mean? I even say in the song, like, you know what I mean? Like fucking, my sister had me. He in the hospital, could be his kidneys. That's a real thing. Those are real like instances that happened in my life. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, but he's good now, so that's why I could talk about this.
Oh, nice. Good.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I kind of like, I don't say I shade him, but I do keep it honest with him. You know, I do be honest with the people, right? I feel like everyone has an Uncle T.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I remember there's a one Jay-Z line was like, yo, you know, it's like that drunk uncle in your family. You know the same. You look at him strange. You love him the same. Like, I might have fucked that line up, but it's like everyone has that one uncle.
Yeah.
Definitely. You know what I'm saying? And I just kind of wanted to like kind of highlight that as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I got one too. It's my Uncle T. You know what I mean? Let me tell you something about him. And it's just like fucking, you know what I mean? That motherfucker when I talk about him posting up in a bodega is real shit.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
at the height of COVID, April, he had that shit. We were all fucked up. We were like, this might take him out.
Oh shit.
We mentally prepared ourselves to like lose our uncle because at the time COVID was like dropping motherfuckers left and right.
Yeah.
And I don't mean being sensitive to nobody, but facts are facts. Like, and I maybe speak that because I was desensitized. I was still at work, burnt out, and I'm going on social media and I'm seeing like bodies get thrown in the back of trucks. I don't know how true it was, but it was like, dude, you seeing like nurses recording body bags stacked up, bro, like fucking like bags of rice. So you know what I mean, my uncle's an older dude. I don't know how often he goes to the doctor's office or whatever, you know what I mean, physicals and shit, blood work and all that. So we mentally prepared ourselves, bro. He was down for 2 days. On the third day he rose like fucking Jesus.
Oh, that's the line. Okay.
And was in front of the bodega.
Wow.
Posted up with like latex gloves and an N95 mask, but was outside. That's why I'm like, bro, this motherfucker is gonna outlive me. If they drop a nuke right now, the cockroaches of Uncle T are gonna survive that shit. It's just gonna be him roaming the earth like I am legend. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro, I just felt like the man's indestructible. So I just had to highlight him. You know what I mean? Kind of rip him a little bit. You know what I mean? Like fucking always convinced me to give him 20 so he could get his skis. It's a metaphor for, you know what I mean? The avalanche, baby. You know what I'm saying? The Al Snow. You know what I mean? That's his bag. That's his vice. And he always like, yo, man, let me hold a little something. Like, all right. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up, right? Because you kind of like enable, but at the same time, you're kind of like, it's kind of where he needs to take the edge off. I kind of understand needing something to take the edge off.
Yeah. Kind of like a subduer.
Right. So you kind of empathize with like, I don't want to give it to it, but I get it. Here you go. And I'd rather, like, if I don't give it to you, I don't want you to fucking, you know, ask the wrong person or whatever. You know, I don't know, man. It's like, yo, let me get ahead, man. Let me get you right for the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Here's a little something. Which is fucked up. It's sad, but you know, after a while, you make some comedy out of it. You know,
definitely tragic plus time.
1000%.
So with that, we go from Uncle T to Maggie.
Yeah.
Which I'm not gonna assume.
Yeah.
I did try playing it back a bunch of times to catch it, but I was kind of lost. Not that I didn't like it, but I was kind of lost at what that was about.
Yeah.
Or who was that was about.
All right, so take it. What would you guess? What'd you assume?
At first I thought like you were talking to like a future daughter or children.
Right.
Girls, obviously.
Yeah.
But also maybe making a reference to Maggie from The Simpsons of
Damn.
sorts.
Now, I didn't even think about this. So, funny thing is, Maggie's my mom's name.
Okay.
So, Uncle T and Maggie, they're brother and sister.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I believe my uncle's 2 years older than my mom. And they've always been funny, same as, you know what I mean? Funny you mentioned The Simpsons. It's kind of like Bart and Lisa, but without, like, the fighting and the discourse. They were just kind of like, you know, up and down, just doing their numbers, right? Like in Puerto Rico, you know. And then they moved to New York, and they were just inseparable since. But they're getting older, and I understand that there's a chance that, like, you know, they might transition and move on to the greater beyond. You know what I mean? And so I kind of want them to just kind of be side by side in the music. You know what I'm saying? For as long as I'm doing this, and Tragedy Plus Time is out there into the ethos, you know. And then the subject matter is like, it's all over the place, right? Because it's like, it's dedicated to my mom. I talk about my mom in the first one. I talk about her like kind of like stashing money in her bra, trying to figure it out. I kind of give her credit to like her ingenuity, or also her moxie, her willingness to not like give up on shit. You know what I'm saying? And always try to like show up for a family, right? Once again, it's about how resilient you are. My mom was super resilient. It's a lot of things, a lot of odds stacked against her that she had to overcome. And then I talk about like now wanting to have my own children and meeting a woman in the second verse. I talk about meeting a woman and being with the current woman who I am now. You know, B, what up? I love you, baby. You know what I'm saying? Great woman. And now I see myself in a position to where I want to have children. And I'm hoping that, like, you know, it's you know, that they're more like their mom and not like their dad, because I feel like I grew up a fuck up, and I don't want my kids to be like that. And I think their mom is and always will be just an amazing person, and I would like for them to take after their mother. But at the same time, then I'll bring it back to my mom, and I'm just like, yo, you know what I mean? Wherever you go, the plan is to try to make you proud. You know what I mean? No matter what happens, of like the man I am, the partner I am, the father I am, and hope to be one day. So it's just a real loaded track. Talk about like my mom, my aspirations of being a dad, my aspirations of being a good partner to my lady. Talk about my lady as well, and potentially, you know, more so inevitably building a family with her. You know what I mean? So it's one of those tracks I just kind of like, yeah, this is gonna be the outro, because I kind of laid it all in there. It was 2 24-bar verses. That's a lot of rapping, bro.
A lot
you know
of
what I'm saying? A lot of rapping.
A lot of good rapping, though.
Thank you, sir. I
Ricky Mapes
appreciate it. Thank you, man.
Fuck you. You can't do that.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate. You see, bro, I'm a who this guy. You know what I'm saying? This is the wise man right here. You know.
Now you're the wise man based off your bars and your
Thank
lines
you,
just
man.
spread all over the place, because then we go into Ricky Valens, which I enjoyed a lot because you had that line in there, which makes a lot of sense. Rings true to today's kind of ratchet hoe.
Yeah.
A quote: "A ratchet bitches suck me for a pair of pandas."
Yo, it was crazy.
Which could not be ringing any more true than nowadays, because that is the go-to kick for the fucking ratchet hoes. I don't hate them. I don't discriminate.
Yeah,
if you are, you are. But you know, let's let's just label it what it is.
1000%. I do.
They keep saying the white girls are going to the white uptowns.
The white uptown. They're cooking them. The samba. Remember the Fila Disruptor?
Yeah.
That was another thought shoe.
5411s back when.
Yeah, I can imagine. I never seen those 5411s.
Yeah.
Air Max 95s was the thought shoe in high school. If you had various,
yes, it was.
If you had various flavors, right? Like more like general releases, like the flavors like the neons and like the neon orange. Those are the ones. But like if you had like the aqua. The aqua and purple,
the teal shit.
The aqua and teal. Remember when like the aqua 8s came out, and then every sneaker came out in that same colorway to mimic that.
You know what's crazy? Actually, I remember from high school now, in middle school probably.
Yeah.
I don't think there's one Colombian kid, male or female, that I met that didn't have a pair of Air Max 95s.
Of course. That's just like, I think it's like a Latino staple.
It is a hard sneaker.
It's 1000%.
Too many colorways, I think.
Way too many. But only the initiated know. The ones that are like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Bane said, you know what I mean? If you, the initiated. It's the uninitiated, they'll pick the GRs and shit. But yeah, that was the one. And it's crazy because my lady actually quoted that. She was like, yo, it's a great fucking line. Aren't you glad I never wore a pair of those? I'm like, I am. I'm elated that you never wore a pair of those.
Better not wear them now.
Yeah, 1000%. She knows what's up.
Or imagine she got a pair stashed away from when you act up and she's mad at you. I'm bringing out the pandas, motherfucker.
I'll wear the pandas, motherfucker. Oh, no. You're doing it to me. I start clutching my chest like fucking Sanford. This one. It's the big one. Yeah. Man, that's what it is. Yep.
But yeah, I think that's the go-to sneaker for them now. And you know what? I hate that it got so popular.
Yeah.
Because I do love dunks, but I'm a high top dunk guy.
Yeah.
I can't do the low cut.
Yeah.
I got, I guess, fat ankles still.
Yeah.
They kind of really bother me a cut in there.
Yeah.
Even if I wear low cut socks, I just can't do it.
What if you wear the high cut socks? Like high socks, like higher
it bothers
socks.
me. I never liked tube socks, high cut, nothing.
Yeah.
I always got low cut, like ankle, whatever. That's my shit.
Yeah, ankle guy.
Even in the winter, I wear like ankle socks.
Shit, okay, I respect that.
I can't do the high shit.
I like a good high sock. I like a good high sock. I like I'm wearing some high socks right now. Some high, what are these Adidas, I believe. Yeah, man, I like a high sock. Okay, I respect that. Yeah, it's bad. I mean, I look at I think the Panda. I was about to say the ratchet dunk. I think the Panda dunk has become like the new like Chuck Taylor almost.
Yeah.
If you need like a black and white shoe, just get a fucking Panda. Yeah. It's always on deck. It's always available. It's like Air Force Ones now. They're never like sold out.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You always find a Panda dunk. It's kind of crazy.
You look pathetic trying to get a pair on StockX or a GOAT.
Yeah, brother. Just go to fucking Snipes right now. They got them. they got a shit ton of them.
Oh, yeah.
At JD Sports, brother. You know what I mean?
Do you have any, were you more of a Jordan guy or any go-to pair?
To be honest, I was more like high school, fucking Air Force Ones early on. Then I started pivoting to like Nike Shox R4s, because that was like a big uptown thing. Harlem, Bronx, Heights, Nike Shox R4s, like Nauticas, True Religions, antique denim, stuff like that, rugby, polo, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then whatever kind of like sneaker you would see that was kind of ill. Like I had the Diamond Turf, Deion Sanders white with the red kind of like, it looked like teeth on the side.
You definitely did foam posits, didn't you?
1000%.
Which ones though?
My all-time favorite foam posits is the Pearl. The Pearl foam posits.
Okay.
Pearl with the black check on the side.
Yes,
I remember me and my man B, we stood online. He brought beach chairs. And we had 2 beach chairs online outside of House of Hoops on 125th Street. There was a Popeyes across the street. He was like, yo, man, I'm gonna hold the spots down. Give me $60. Say, yo, get all the chicken you could get with this. Came out with like 2 big bags, 2 large drinks. We're just fucking Popeyes up.
Oh, man, $60 at Popeyes now gets you like 3 pieces.
Dude, $60 at Popeyes now, that's like 2 chicken sandwich combos, brother. You're cooked. And maybe a red beans and rice. You know what I'm saying?
And they drown your shit in ice on top of that too.
1,000. That's how no ice.
You have to.
That's the hack. I've never gotten ice in my soft drinks. Ever. You know what I mean? Unless I'm inside and I could dictate the ice ratio, I'm never fucking letting them trust
You're
it,
over
bro.
your cue, brother.
Yeah.
Get that out of here.
Yo, brother, get that shit out. Bro, I'll do it. If I put too much, I'll dump out the whole cup and I'll start from scratch.
Oh, same.
I'm the same way. I'm like, nah, I'm not just gonna, I'm just gonna dump it and be more mindful next time. You know what I'm saying?
Or you ever put so much ice the cup gets soggy.
Yeah.
And of course it dilutes the flavor of shit.
It's not good. I'm not a fan.
I only like going to Wendy's for that reason because most of it now is self-serve.
Yeah.
And they got the fucking Coke machine. You can pick all the flavors.
Yeah, the touchscreen.
All these variants of diet, whatever, 0 calorie
all
shit.
types of shit, bro. Fucking no 0 sugar, Dr. Cherry Vanilla, Cherry Vanilla, Dr. Peppers. I'm like, what are you talking about? Please, I want 2 servings of this. That's great.
You want to be like Barney from The Simpsons when he's like breaks into the bar, just like goes mouth first into the nozzle.
I always go mouth first into the nozzle. Then I pour the cup. Let me make sure this shit is good today. Sometimes it'll be fucking, the syrup will be diluted and you just drink it like it's like a weird seltzer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, right? It's fucked up. It's not good.
Damn.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, let's go stage left. That's the next track on the project.
Yep.
With another quotable here, as I quote exactly from Ricky Mapes himself, the Book of Mapes.
Yeah.
Only difference, you ain't rising on the third.
Yeah.
To close out the Fighting Edition talk.
Yeah.
And now I can relay that back to Uncle T.
Yeah. Well, it's also like a God and Earth, the only difference, you ain't rising on the third, right? So a lot, like, so I went to Catholic school my whole life.
Okay.
From kindergarten to senior year of high school. So there's a lot of religious references in my music.
Oh, so your whole academic career was in Catholic
was Catholic school, yeah.
Did you go to college or?
Nah.
No. Okay.
Imagine Catholic college. I'm just coming in here dressed as a fucking like brother. I got like the brown robe with the fucking just the ball, the half shit. You know what I'm talking about? All the things. Nah. Yeah, bro. So like a lot of this shit comes from like religious references. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of ill to kind of like, you know, not to be a Christian rapper, but I feel like it's kind of ill to draw certain parallels and be like, yeah, this is an ad and make certain references. I think it'd be kind of sick.
Well, as long as you're not preachy about it,
of course,
that's fine.
Yeah.
Because that's always been my thing. Yeah, like even like something as simple as like, you know, the whole deal with like the Jehovah's Witnesses. They come to your door Saturday morning, 7 a.m. knocking and shit.
Like, yes, brother.
You know, you could at least come to more human time when I'm awake.
Come at a more human time. It's crazy. Yeah, 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to talk to you about Jesus. I'm like, brother, get the fuck out. God bless. You just hear his footsteps. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro, they, you know, yeah. I try to be preacher. I try to kind of like make it like, just make kind of like certain kind of parallels between different things. Like, yeah, bro, you could be a god just the way like people looked at fucking Christ was, but Christ fucking rose from the dead. Yeah. So they say. You're not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it took him 3 days.
And it took him fucking 3 days.
Jesus was kind of lazy.
Jesus was kind of lazy. 50 Cent had more work ethic than Jesus. 50 Cent, nah, I'm not going to die today. I'm rising from the dead today. I got shot 9 times. I'm living right now.
Well, as much as I'm a fan of 50, especially the mixtape era 50.
Was it fucking fabricated, you think?
No, not that.
Oh, thank
but
God.
well, you know, I'm more the thought of, does he really deserve all the credit taking 9 shots? Because it was a horrible shot that took those 9 shots.
Yeah.
And allegedly, I think how he explained it was they pull up next to him in the car. So it's like maybe like a 5-foot distance. I don't know. Maybe you're more a gun expert than I am. I'm not alluding to nothing because of your Bronx past. But you know, if you pull up next to a vehicle and you're door to door.
Yo, you from the Bronx? You've done fucking drive-bys, right?
Hey, listen. One of the times I was up there, I was caught in a random shootout, and I had to hide behind a dumpster.
You for real?
It was far away, like 2 blocks away, but I heard the shot, so I ducked behind the dumpster until it was like close as clear.
Yeah. I respect that.
That's what I get for going uptown to go date.
You can never be too sorry. Was you on a date? Did you on a date go behind the dumpster too?
No. I was going to look for her.
Nice.
And she lived, I forget, somewhere by the zoo, oddly enough.
Yeah.
And yeah, so, well, you know, okay.
Can't get caught up, bro. You know what's up. You know what it is. No.
But I was always thinking that, though.
Yeah.
If
Terrible
you're right
shot.
right next to the door,
Yeah.
you're in clear distance, plain sight. Okay,
Yep.
there's a moment of, I'm going to get shot.
Oh, yeah, no.
This 50 would go, ba, 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 9 times. How bad of a shot do you have to be?
I'm gonna. Yeah. I mean, listen. Let me tell you something. If John Wick pulls up next to 50,
It's 1 shot.
2 shots max.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
2 to be sure.
2 to be sure. Or Cameron and paid in full. Or he's on a fucking motorcycle. Yeah, I mean, there's a scene there when you watch it.
Still got to catch it.
He pulls up beside him, and he just pops a wheelie. Broad daylight. It's a crazy scene. Fucking Cameron did a hit on the guy. I think in front of Angie Martinez. I think she played a cameo. I swear to God. She was like the chick in the car. So just imagine you're on a date.
Oh, Angie back then, yeah.
You know what I'm
Makes
saying?
sense of having anything.
You know? So just imagine you're on a date with some dude that you just see him get murdered. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's a traumatic experience. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even kill the witness. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill you in front of your dude. You gonna fucking live to tell about it. Insane, brother.
That's crazy. I'm definitely missing out on not watching Paid in Full. It's been too long. It's been on my watch list for so long, but I'm gonna get to it, I promise.
Highly recommend.
Definitely.
Fuck it. Get to it 2026. I wouldn't rush to it. I can feel like because it could be one of those movies where like, yo, you see it, I gotta see this 100 times. It's a cult classic.
Yeah.
Or you see it, cool. All right, I saw it. I gotta see it again.
So kind of like, let's say, The Punisher, with Thomas Jane.
Thomas Jane, damn, yeah, facts. Because I'll still watch that shit right now. You put it on, I'll stick around for
It's
like 20
one of those
minutes.
guilty pleasures for me. I'll watch it if it's on.
Same, big guilty pleasure for me. So is Mean Girls.
Not a great movie when I co-signing
Yeah.
that, but
So is Mean Girls though.
I like Mean Girls.
Guilty pleasure.
That's prime Lindsay Lohan. How can you not like? And prime Rachel
McAdams.
McAdams.
Come on, son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tina Fey's in that shit. Who else is in that shit? What's his name? Tim Meadows is in that shit.
Meadows.
Classic.
Definitely.
Low-key a classic.
Tina Fey's fine too, by the way.
Nice.
Still holding up.
Hey,
Just playing.
it's good milk.
Yeah. She looks like she drinks that 1% milk. It lets it get lumpy a little bit, just to get some flavor in it.
Just to get some flavor, yeah. 2 days after the expiration date.
No, that's too much. I risk it with a day after. I don't do 2.
Yeah?
2's too much.
Sometimes I'll go 3 days after the expiration date.
I take a little whiff of it, and it's all out.
I'm a smooth operator, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick, bro. I'm playing with fire on a daily basis with the dairy.
You're wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you from the Bronx? You're wild.
It's me, man. Live and direct.
Live and direct, and oddly enough, now we move on to Denver,
Yep.
which I really have to give you credit on this one because it is also a rare gem
Yep.
of a show that I loved so much growing up. I appreciate any Saved by the Bell references
Yep.
at any point in time, especially when you said Saved by the Bell, the tires are screeching.
Hell yeah.
So rest in peace, Dustin Diamond, a.k.a. Screech.
Dude, you know what's crazy? I totally forgot he passed.
Yeah, it was a while ago, I think. A couple of years
That's
now, I think. at this point.
crazy. Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was living like wild. Like,
Oh, of course.
Up until his
I remember,
death.
didn't him and Danny Bonaducci box?
Yeah, I think they did the celebrity boxing shit.
What the fuck? That was so crazy.
Unnecessary, but you know what? Hey,
Saying?
early
Dude, I'm a
2000s.
sucker for a good fish tank. Salute. It's a nice fish tank. So you got fish in there?
Yeah, he's right there. He likes to hide though. He's in his little like haunted house.
You got the Count Orlock of fish, dude. That's kind of sick, brother. Nice. So yeah, no, Denver's ill. It's funny enough that was a joint that landed on it was on another beat prior to, but I was like, you know what, James, let's rework this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I did that a couple times to him. He fucking hates it. But I'm like, he feel like, you're being lazy. I'm like, nah, but how ill are you? Can you make something to this that already exists? Can you make like can you make it fresh? You know what I mean? Give it a fresh, like kind of like makeover. And he did that with Denver. You know what I mean? For the two beats, the 2-beat switch. There's a car crash. It's kind of like, you know what I mean? Kind of big, kind of like crescendo in the middle. It's fantastic. I had a great time making that song. And it's got the first beat's kind of like a little bounce to it. It's like, you know what I mean? You kind of just like let it breathe a little bit, kind of have some fun.
Definitely. You know? Well, I also wanted to touch back on the Saved by the Bell part because I don't know if you were old enough to appreciate Saved by the Bell at all, any version of it.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, you were.
I saw it when it was like in syndication.
Okay.
Never when it was like live, like week to week.
I didn't either. I caught like tail end when it was like finishing its original run.
When you would see it like before, like you go to school like 6:30 in the morning. You would catch an episode or two.
That's where I made up a lot of time of like catching all those episodes.
Same.
I would go, for me at least, I don't know how you vary or differ. For me, it goes Jesse Spano, and then right after Stacey Carosi. Or young Leah Remini, when they did the beach episodes. They were in that resort shit.
Yo, it's crazy. I ain't know Leah Remini was heat until like King of Queens, right?
Oh, she was peak, I think, King of Queens. But she was a fucking cutie. And that beach
because everyone does like Lisa Turtle and shit.
Oh, she was super cute too.
Voorhees,
she didn't age gracefully though, if you've seen her after the fact.
And then Jessie Spano, wasn't she? She was in one of Showgirls, right?
She was in, Showgirl.
Showing jazz.
Oh, she was showing, girl.
You know what I mean?
She showed it all.
She showed the girls off.
She showed how bad of an actor she was.
Terrible. But I ain't gonna lie, that one episode where she addicted to speed, that's a classic.
I'm so excited.
I'm so scared. I was like, yo, what the fuck? It's good. It's good. You gotta love it.
Definitely. And shout out to, I think maybe you're one of the few that make references to Saved by the Bell like that. Shout out to Asher Roth, if you remember that reference.
Damn, when was that one?
Lark on My Go-Kart.
Lark on My Go-Kart.
I think his first album. What was it? Something Bread Aisle or something like that.
Yo, Asleep in the Bread Aisle, right?
Asleep in the Bread Aisle. Yeah, there we go.
Damn, son. Yo, Asher. You know what it was? Because after that album, that's when I started getting into Asher, because he had this one joint called Paps and Jazz mixtape.
I only know that first album. I gotta get into it.
Yeah. Nah, Asher's got some shit.
He was nice though.
Yeah, I fuck with Asher.
You know what? For me at least, like I fell out of not love, but like out of being a fan of Eminem after like the Eminem show. Mm-hmm. Everything up until then I'm fine with.
Yeah.
After that, he kind of bought too much to the Eminem gimmick with like the beats and like the fucking.
Yeah. Always get like a crazy like pop reference. Always make like something like really like thematic and like emphatic.
Yeah.
Almost like too over the top.
Exactly.
It's almost like what happens when when a rapper gets too much money. Mm-hmm. Like you lose some of that edginess, rough around the edgeness, I guess, if you put it. You know what I mean?
Definitely. But I felt Asher was like that perfect little blend of like that kind of zaniness of Eminem. Yeah. Not overdoing it, but still
chill.
Funny.
Yeah.
And really clever with the fucking
Super
on that
clever.
Song, super clever.
Yeah, he rapped his ass off.
Razor Ramon with the flow and going right into a fucking Saved by the Bell reference, and it all worked.
Yeah. 1000%. Yeah, Asher was ill.
I gotta get into his shit though. I only know that first album.
Hell yeah. I think you definitely fuck with it for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And to top it off, the last track, at least on the deluxe version, is
Wolfie Season. Wolfie
featuring,
Season.
of course, Big Wolf.
Yep.
What can I say about this besides I think we need, the streets are clamoring.
Yeah.
And Rare Gems is itching at the fingers to press record and start making beats for you two guys on a joint EP or something. Because the way you two played off each other, pause, beautiful.
Yeah.
On that Style Piece Jada shit, on that, fucking like.
Well, because he's a big Lox fan, as am I.
Okay, I hear it now. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's a big Lox fan, as am I. So I was like, it's a no-brainer. I'm actually probably one of the few people that while I herald him as a great, I personally prefer listening.
See, there is a fish in there.
Let's go, my boy. While I do herald Jadakiss as a great, I actually personally prefer Styles over Jadakiss. Just because I felt like his style was a little more like intricate. Jadakiss's was more straightforward, punchline heavy. If you really go back and listen to like mixtape styles, it's like, this motherfucker. Like I could nerd out all day about certain rap styles, but like I really enjoyed Styles' style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, bro, we gotta go back to back. And Wolf was like, all right, fuck it. And the way we wrote it was fucking hilarious, right? Because we were in the same room and we were texting each other like our verse. So we write the bars out and text it so that way you could kind of read them. Like, all right, cool. This is how you end it. This is how I'm gonna come win.
Ah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Double Dutch, literally.
Literally double Dutch. And that has his own lore. Like the name of the song.
Nice.
The name of the song is a double entendre. You know what I mean? And we're gonna break that down at some point for sure. But and it's also foreshadowing, not to give too much away sonically, to where me and Gems really want to go, right? Like we felt like there was a certain time period in New York in the hip hop scene that we want to tap back into. The early 2000s were a big one for me, right? That's where I really cut my teeth and got into hip hop. My first album I ever bought with my own money was The College Dropout.
Nice.
The first album that I had like multiple copies of was Get Rich or Die Trying.
Okay.
Like I had the store-bought version. Then when that got cooked, I'm like, fuck, man. Like,
oh, you wore that shit out.
I wore that motherfucker out.
Yeah.
But then, and that was like the real legit album version. Wore it out, fucked it up. And I'm like, dude, I don't have enough for like a store-bought one, so I copped the booty. Copped the bootleg one. Then that got cooked in like 2 weeks, and I had to get a better. Then I had to get a better bootleg. So I had like 3 versions of Get Rich or Die Trying. But I'm like, bro, I need to listen to this at all times. I had the flight jacket with the pocket. It's like it was like quilted. Remember those back in the day? That like the white lining. You had the wide, kind of extra wide pocket. It just fit my CD player like perfectly. Like shoop. Like it would just fall in.
No skip on the CD player?
No
or
skip on it. No skip because it was almost like snug the CD player.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like tuck because it was just wide enough as a pocket that it would fit perfectly in there.
Nice.
And I would just have that in there, and I would have like the headphones that go around the back and just be bumping hard, bro. Going to fucking shopping malls with my mom, I'm listening to 50, bro. This is boring as fuck. I'm throwing on Patiently Waiting, which is apropos because you go shop with mom. You're burning. You leave the house at 2 p.m. on a Saturday. You don't get back to 8 p.m. It's like, yo, my whole day is gone. I could have been hitting the PS1, PS2 hard.
Yeah.
You know?
Time well invested, otherwise.
Facts.
But goddamn. But yeah, I would really love to hear something in the future, at least one more track.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Strays, maybe on his next project, something like that. Some more
it's
with
happening,
Wolf.
man. The foundation has already been laid between me, Wolf, and Gems.
I was gonna say the trifecta. Yeah, that'd be like, I think perfect right there.
I think so too. I felt like we'll be like the fucking that 3-headed dog from fucking Greek mythology, that Cerberus.
Yeah.
That's us right there, bro. No, or King
Ghidorah.
Or King Ghidorah, right?
Yeah.
That's from Godzilla.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah, same shit. Whatever 3-headed fucking the Pep Boys. That's us. We need someone to reflip the Pep Boys artwork.
You're the Rice Krispie Boys of rap.
Like, I'm fucking with that. It's crazy. I actually sent that. I think Gems put that gif in the chat. We have a group chat, me, Wolf, and Gems. I was like, I called dibs on a motherfucker in the chef outfit because the other 2 outfits look sus. I think one of them was like a bellman. It was like it worked at like a bellhop. I'm like, nah, I'm the chef. I cook shit. Fuck you, me.
He's one flipping the tablet.
Yeah,
the tip.
I'm the motherfucker with the recipe to the Rice Krispie treats, big dog. What you mean? So yeah, it's nice.
Nice. Well, hopefully we got that to look forward to in the future.
Of course.
Of course, going so in depth with the very sonically beautiful, well put together project, Tragedy Plus Time,
Thank
deluxe
you, sir.
version.
Thank you, sir.
The regular version, deluxe version, doesn't matter. Either way you flip it, it's still quality product.
Thank you.
Again, I'm not saying that because you're from the Bronx, so you would know better. But I'm just saying, that's how I think the lingo goes down up there. I'm
with that, yeah, somewhat. I mean, listen, I've been up in Queens for too long. I go to the Bronx to kind of like, and where I'm at in Queens, not to give away too much, is a bit of like I won't say a cushy part because I feel like a lot of like car crashes go down where I'm at. And if you from Queens, you probably have an idea where I live at. A lot of car crashes go down. It's a lot of like vehicular like assault. I feel like crazy. Today I saw someone, they violated someone's car. It had like a champagne kind of like gold kind of colorway on like an older car. But they parked on a corner, but the half of the car was like on like a good chunk of the crosswalk, and someone with magic marker wrote crosswalk and pointed an arrow down to the crosswalk.
Oh, goddamn.
Ruined the fucking paint job, violated that fucking car. I was like, fuck, dude, that sucks.
What's sticky note good for then anymore? Nowadays, we get it, but come on.
They went overly aggressive.
Yeah,
write it on like a menu or something. Put it on the windshield. Like, nah, I want to violate you. You piss me off. You know what I'm saying? I can't fully cross. I have to go around your car.
And they probably didn't even live anywhere near there too. They were just passing by. It's like, you know what? This is it.
I'm gonna be the neighborhood watch for this neighborhood I don't even live in. You know what I'm saying? I got to travel to the neighborhood that I'm overseeing.
God, it's
crazy. It's crazy.
Let them.
You know? Yeah, exactly. You know?
But I wanted to close out with something really quick since, you know, we want to commemorate the fact you're from the Bronx. You will probably know better about this stuff. But I wanted to test your Bronx knowledge and trivia.
Oh, fuck. I'm cooked.
But let's see. We'll have some fun with it, though.
I don't know.
Right,
shit.
So first, we got a really quick Bronx true or false.
Yeah.
Now, of these three, Ricky Mapes, which is true about the Bronx?
Yeah.
1, there's a punk rock band from LA called The Bronx, who are still currently active as we speak.
Holy shit.
That's number 1. Number 2, video game publisher Sega debuted a 3D fighting game called Last Bronx, or as more widely known as in Japan, Rasutu Burunkusu, which went on to have moderate success and longevity in the land of the rising sun, but has absolutely nothing to do with the actual county in question. That's number 2. Now, number 3, the 1995 martial arts action comedy classic starring the beloved and esteemed actor born Chang Kung Sang, a.k.a. Jackie Chan, Rumble in the Bronx, was only filmed in the Bronx due to a last-minute budget cut, which forced its relocation from where it was originally intended to be from, and titled originally Dawn Sets in Vancouver. Of those 3, Ricky Mapes from the Bronx yourself.
So repeat the last one.
So in a nutshell, basically, Rumble in the Bronx was only made in the Bronx because they couldn't afford to actually shoot in Vancouver when it was originally called Dawn Sets in Vancouver.
I think that one's the false one.
You sure about that?
Because if I remember vaguely enough, funny enough, back to Paid in Full. Mm-hmm. Paid in Full was shot in Canada, I believe, in Mississauga. And then I also found out, I read that Rumble in the Bronx was also shot in Canada. Mm-hmm. So I think that's the false one.
You're positive?
I'm going to have to go my gut on this one, Who?
All right, well, you know what, Ricky? You know your Bronx, because that is absolutely false, the last one.
Fuck. Wait, that's good. I got it.
You got it right.
Yes.
False.
We're doing it. Yup. Yeah. Yeah. Because I remember I was disheartened. I was high as hell. I ate a Philly cheesesteak. I'm like, brother, Rumble in the Bronx was so ill. I'm like, what? That doesn't look. I don't recall that. And I looked. I was like, what the fuck? So it was shot. It was shot in Vancouver, right? Or was it shot in
somewhere else, not the Bronx?
Yeah. Shot in Canada, though, for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, you know, parts of Canada looks close enough to New York.
So there's a fucking punk rock band from LA called The Bronx? Mm-hmm. Are they any good?
I haven't heard their shit. I just tapped into them, so, you know.
Nice. I'm going to have to look into it.
I'm going to have to look into them, too, actually, now you bring it up.
Next time I go to the gym, I have to give them a listen.
And last of the 2-round part of Does Ricky Mapes Know the Bronx Like That?
Yeah.
Who's not from the Bronx? So the following names I'll give you right now.
Oh, shit.
Again, who is not from the Bronx?
Not from the Bronx.
You've got, from the list here, either 1, R.I.P. George Carlin. There's either, perhaps, maybe, not from the Bronx, Cuba Gooding Jr. Maybe not. I don't know. Who could tell anymore? I don't know about many gingers up in the Bronx, but Lindsay Lohan. He's already said it loud and proud so many times, so there's no doubt in him whatsoever. Tracy Morgan.
Facts.
What about Piano Man Billy Joel? Maybe he is, maybe he isn't from the Bronx. But then finally, and the last one here, Stan Lee, R.I.P. Who of those people are not from the Bronx?
Fuck. And I have to pick one? There's only one person that's not from the Bronx?
Only one of them that's actually not from the Bronx, not born in the Bronx.
Brother, I'm going to have to say Lindsay Lohan.
Sure about that?
I'm going to have to go. I mean, listen, maybe now, probably be a transplant. You might see a Lindsay Lohan looking chick walking like on Fordham University area.
And that wouldn't be a bad thing at all?
And she... And she's from fucking like Missouri or some shit. I'm gonna have to say Lindsay Lohan. I think Lindsay Lohan's from like San Diego or some shit like that. I would have definitely knew that. Cause I'll be popping my shit. Motherfucker, Lindsay Lohan's from the Bronx. You know what I mean?
So you're locking that in. Lindsay Lohan is not from the Bronx.
I'm gonna have to dial that in, brother.
Okay. So according to my research, you're actually wrong. Stan Lee is not from the Bronx.
Stan Lee's not from the Bronx?
He lived in the Bronx in his teen years. He was born in Manhattan.
Lindsay Lohan's from the Bronx?
That's what the internet says, yeah, from my research.
Holy shit. That's fucking nuts.
I always knew her from being from Long Island. I thought she was just from there, but apparently she was probably born. Maybe she passed by the Bronx. She was like popped out in the Bronx.
I thought Stan Lee was like maybe from the Bronx. For some reason, I felt like he was from the Bronx and like moved to Queens. And
that would make sense.
And it claimed Queens because a lot of like Queens lore in Marvel, you know, Spider-Man and shit like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Wow. Okay.
But as according to the internet,
that one fucked me up.
I mean, listen, the internet has no reason to lie about the Bronx like that.
That's such a wild fact. I gotta look into that. That was so crazy. You could bring it up to Lindsay Lohan. Of course. Hey man, one day I meet her. I see they're doing like a Freaky Friday kind of like reboot type thing.
Yeah, again another thing we don't need remade.
You know, I'll still watch it though. I'll give it a shot. Yeah, you know. I'll give it a go. I'll walk over, cast a matinee with the wife. Let's watch fucking Freaky Friday 2, son. Hell yeah.
And close it off by being freaky on a Friday with your lady, of course, consensually.
Consensually, of course.
We don't need to know about that either.
Bro, fucking these days getting freaky on a Friday with her and I is like fucking, let's fucking throw spicy chili crisps on a pizza. I love it, man. I love just being old and boring. Even though I'm not, obviously we always have fun. Yeah. But just like the essence of just being old people. Definitely. It's fantastic. You know what I'm saying? You know?
I hear that. Respect.
Yeah.
Hot sauce on the pizza, that's living.
That's living on the edge, brother. You fucking eat a Rolade after. You know what I'm saying? I might need 2 of them.
I'm not there yet, thank God, but you know I do enjoy my spicy mayo on a fucking slice.
There you go. You know what's up.
The sriracha mayo, actually.
That's yeah. You put it on, or you dip the slice in there.
I do both. If I'm feeling really fat, I just dip it in there.
Yeah.
Like get a little separate cup and just.
Of course. Get a little ramekin.
Pause the tip in first, and then just as you build along.
Yeah, of course. I'm quadruple dipping. It's my sauce. You know what I'm saying? This is for me. Yeah.
Oh, so you be the guy that getting yelled at the funeral like Seinfeld. Like, remember George when he got yelled at for double dipping?
For double dipping? Yeah.
You dipped the chip.
It's crazy. Fucking show is nuts.
Ricky Mapes, I appreciate the time, brother.
Yo, thank you.
Out here. I held you hostage for long enough, but goddamn it, this will be a 2-parter, 3-parter. But this was a great conversation.
Honestly, I had a blast. Thank you for having me. Tragedy plus time out now. Ricky Mapes.
Yeah, promote your shit, please.
You know what I mean? I mostly just use Instagram. It's RICKYMAPES, all one word, no underscores. I'm blessed. I don't gotta do the games. Salute to my guys. I gotta like fuck around. I got a full thing. It's nice. Pause. Instagram is my social media of choice. Follow me there.
Gotcha.
Stuff is on all DSP. Support on Bandcamp. We got cassettes. You may or may not have hoodies. I'm not sure, but we'll have more stuff. It's looking up. It's looking up. Who?
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I'm very excited.
Hey, someone just came up to me and told me that you like disrespectful Latinas. Is that true? Go fuck yourself.
Yo, it's over. All right, it's over. Move the mic.
Thank you.
All right.